we were asked a lot of, what are you calling this? Is there a name of the organization? Is there, and I thought about that a lot, and we came up with this thing called Initiative, the East Initiative, and we could have called it lots of things, but that's what we chose to. And the reason we did is because an initiative, the word initiative on its own, kind of indicates that there's movement, there's progress, there's change involved in it, and I think that's really ultimately the power of East is in the impact these students and teachers are going to have on our world. I mean, we're already seeing it. It's amazing to me to see how much power there is in students. When you expect great things, they will do amazing things.
Hi, I am Tessa Clark. I graduated in 2004. When I began East, I had no idea what East was, what to expect, or what my future held. I had been in special education classes since elementary school. I didn't think I could succeed in college. During my 3 years in East, I began to change my mind. While in East, I worked on the 911 mapping project, which was our lab's first ever mapping project. This project helped make East what it is today. The project was successful and our city grew to know what East is and how it can benefit the community.
The annual East Conference is the highlight of the year for the East world. The initiative hosts this event where East schools and organizations that support East converge to share. It is one part exposition, one part technical conference, and one huge celebration. From the banquet hall where the Founders Award-winning school is named to the expo floor where all the schools share their projects and ideas, the conference is a massive celebration of the power of innovative education.
But we have had some research done that's been completed that definitely show that students that are in East do better on those math tests, do better on the state test. The ones that have been in East longer do better than the ones that haven't been in East as long.
East is just incredible, an incredible experience in my opinion that is very, very seldom found in any type of academic program. To me, when I see any student, I see a light bulb above their head that's always on. They're always excited, always energetic, always looking for new information, new ways of doing things and thinking about things. And they're doing that together collaboratively. And they're servicing a customer either in their academic community or in their local community or maybe even nationally or internationally. So they're getting this holistic learning experience that mimics life in general and also corporate America or educational opportunities long term. So I'm just psyched about East in every kind of way that I can be personally, and I believe that it's a very unique experience and one that I wish every student in the United States could experience.
And what's happening all over the East Network is that people are getting the sense of how they get to explore problems, analyze them, try to engineer a solution, and communicate how they're solving this problem.
I create a culture that allows students to direct their own learning by encouraging them to think creatively. I really think it's important that they realize that anything's possible in the East classroom if they just utilize their resources and think outside the box.
Well, there's a whole number of skills. I mean, there's obviously many technical skills, but really more importantly, I guess the term is soft skills that we really find so exciting. The ability to work in groups, basically the way East students are able to formulate a problem, to figure out how to move towards a solution, to find the tools that they need to use to get the job done.
In East, I learned a lot about project management and didn't even realize it. I think the real value in East is the techniques and the tools that you don't even realize you're learning, the interpersonal communication, the team projects that we did together. I learned things like planning, like leading a team, like taking on tasks and being self-motivated.
East is probably the best marketing tool that I've put into our school district because it allows community members to actually see what our young people can do in schools. And in most cases, our adults or community members, mayors, state representatives, even college presidents come back after they see our young people working on projects and they come back and say, wow, what, our young people can do that? And I said, our young people can do that.
The most important project I think I've ever been on was the Bridge Initiative project. We're trying to bridge the gap between resources and those in need in our community. Focusing on homelessness in our community, we have over 1,287 homeless in our community, and over 600 of those are under the age of 18. And I think it's very important that that number be heard and that they have a voice. In the project, we're trying to raise awareness about that homelessness issue that we do have, and we're creating a documentary about homelessness in Northwest Arkansas.
In the past, there was a project with working with GPS where they rerouted the CSEP evacuation route, and I believe they actually used it. But in the future, I know that the city planner has actually contacted our East, and they want us to come down and map downtown Pine Bluff.
So we had 2 East Initiative students from Robinson Junior High, Jake and Andrew. This took on a project of designing a new exhibit similar to the one you see we have here. This is the penguin exhibit, new to the zoo, but they're designing a meerkat exhibit. So they've been using their skills on AutoCAD and other software to design a complete new exhibit for meerkats for here at the zoo.
There's a lot of talk now about education and economic development in the state being linked together. And how do you do that? What does it look like? East is a way to do that, and East is having an impact on the state in terms of community and economic development.
East started with one small group of students and one sincere teacher. It has grown to include students and teachers across the country and has developed over time into the best of modern education. It is innovative because it is authentic. It changes the way students look at their communities and the way that their communities look at them. It makes working together and learning to share a mission an integral part of learning. It is the best of self-directed, teamwork-based service using powerful technology. It's East, and it's the direction education ought to go.
I mean, all the training, all the stuff, all the tools, all that doesn't mean a thing if people aren't inspired to give of themselves, and that's what volunteering really is all about, right? You're inspired to do something above and beyond. So with East, what we're asking these students to do and expecting them to do, and asking our facilitators and our community members and everybody that's involved, we're asking them to step up and change the world. Make it a better place, make their community, and not some grandiose thing necessarily, just change your community for the better. And these students and teachers have done that, and they continue to do that. It amazes me how powerful it truly is.